Hey guys, we got a couple of free UGC items here for you today. You don't even have to go and wait at a certain time. It's not limited and the bots are gonna get it. This is something that everybody can get. So here's the first item, the old school shoe accessory that goes around your neck. This is the second one right here, the Vans Obstacle Skate Pack. So this is what it looks like. It's a little backpack with a skateboard on it. So two free items. This is a collaboration between two games. So you can see in Vans World, it says Gucci Town Update. And then also there's Gucci Town where it says Vans World Update. So I'll give you the link to both the games in the description, but there's also teleporters to both of them within the other game. So basically all you have to do when you show up, it says you have to find the 5 hidden items. And I'm gonna show you where those hidden items are. So we're gonna do Vans World first. This one takes a little bit longer than the one in Gucci World because it's a much bigger map. There's so much more going on, and there's also these rails that we have to ride to get certain places, and you may end up falling over a couple times. I may have fallen over and had to kind of go back a couple times, but that's the magic of editing. We don't have to see that part in the video. So just follow where I'm going, and we're gonna show you where to get these items. So this first one, obviously top of the building. These flags are some sort of indication of where they are, and you can see there's a little beam that's coming up off of this item. I'm not sure if you saw that. You will be able to see kind of some of these other ones. So that's a good way to help find these things because they've got those big beams just kind of pointing up towards the sky. Like you can see ahead right there, there's a big blue beam that is pointing up. So we're just going to go towards that blue beam and we're going to try to get those in that order. So just, yeah, again, follow where I'm going. I'm not really speeding this up or anything. I'm just going the normal speed so that you guys can just, if you're following along, you can kind of go exactly where I'm going as I'm going there. So we're going to come around to this corner over here. Of course, the skateboard sometimes a little bit of a pain and doesn't exactly go where you want it to go. Now these railings, it looks like you don't really have to necessarily jump to get on them. If you just ride right into them, you'll sort of like get on them. And I found that that's sort of an easier way to get on them rather than trying to control yourself once you jump in the air. So that's my recommendation. Okay, so here is the second item right here. It looks like it's a carpet. I think that's a carpet. I'm not quite sure exactly what that is. So that is the second one right there. So we're gonna follow where I go here to get the third one as well. You can see the big beam back there. So this one's really easy to see. You can see right back there, there's a big beam pointing into the sky. It's blue and the top of it is sort of like pinkish purple. That's where we're heading, and it seems to like know like which one we want to go to next, because if we look around, the beams, it's like it shows the one that's far away. So if you're really close to it, you won't see the beam, but if it's far enough away, you'll see it, but it'll show the one that's like closest still, instead of the beams for all of them. I'm not sure exactly how it works, because this one right here, the beam has gone away, and you can see in the back corner there, there's another one where the beam has shown up. So we're gonna go to that back corner one up there on the top of that building, and then we're gonna get that as our fourth item that we need to pick up. So we're gonna drop off this side of the building over here, and then we're going to hop on our skateboard. There's also a BMX bike, so if you have the BMX bike, you can technically do it that way, but I found it's easier to try to do these rails and to get around here with the skateboard as opposed to the bike in this particular case. So again, follow where we're going. We've got this ladder right here. Gonna climb up here, go a little further towards the end. I noticed just walking into the ladder, it won't climb. You just have to jump on the ladder before you can start climbing up it, or at least in most cases. Here, you're gonna have to hop on your skateboard or your bike and then go up here. Then if you fall, again, you're gonna have to just kind of go back around and start over from the bottom. But these are all pretty easy to get to, and you shouldn't have too many problems. So here we are at the top of this building right here. At the very top, you can see we've got this, again, I'm not sure if it's a carpet, if it's a rug, or what exactly those items are. If you guys have any idea, let me know. I'd like to know. I will be making a video here at some point trying to show you guys other free UGC items that we're should be able to get today, but of course most of those are going to go to bots, and hopefully they'll make it to where people can only just get one of those instead of like 5 or 12 of those. So here we go. We're going through this little alleyway. Now, down through this alleyway, we're going to see this flag over here. So right where that flag is, that shows exactly where we want to stop. Then we're going to go up the ladder that is right next to that flag, and we can see that beam pointing up into the sky, and we've got this skateboard item right there. So that is all 5 of the hidden items. And it says now you have to find all 5 of the items in the Vans area. So basically what we're doing is we're finding the 5 items in each one, and then we get a key, and then we get to use that key to unlock items in this map and the Gucci map. So right away it's going to teleport you to where you spawn, and then right where you spawn, that's where the teleporter is to the Gucci map. Of course, if you want to go in the Gucci game, I've got the link to that game in the description as well. Then when you go in there, there's another splash screen. So this one, the Gucci map, a lot easier to find all 5 of the items. They're not like super hidden, and it's not a really big map, and it's not like you're riding around on a skateboard or a BMX bike or anything like that to make it to where you have to ride rails and do difficult stuff like that. So this one's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Obviously that big Vans shoe is going to have one of the items in it right there, and then right next to that Vans shoe is this building, and then in that building is a computer. Behind that little computer, you're gonna find one of those items right there. So we've got 2 of those already. Super easy, guys. Now we're going to move on to the next one, which we've got over here next to this Gucci shop. You can see that big Gucci shop right there. We're gonna go back there to the Gucci shop later. You can see inside of there's the free item, which we're gonna be able to unlock once we've got the key. So yeah, it's not just in getting all of these 10 items in the 2 different games. Once you do that, you end up getting the key, and then you have to use the key to unlock the items. So now that we've got 4 out of 5 of the items, we're gonna head towards this invisible building over here. Well, I would say the glass building, basically. It's not an invisible building. It's a building with glass windows, which if you live in a glass house, you don't want to be throwing rocks. We all know that, right? So to the side of the building over there, we've got another one of these things. It's a roller, a fabric, I don't know. Anyways, now that you've gotten all 5 of the letters or 5 of the items in each map, you can see we've got the key, it showed up. We've got ourselves a badge for that key, and then we're going to have this little arrow that points up with the key floating around us. Apparently it is a live key that also has a mind of its own and knows how to float around us when we're running around. So the arrows are going to point us towards this box inside of the Gucci store that we can open now that we have the key. So as soon as you go in there, there's a splash screen. Now we're going to go and interact with this box right there, and now that we have the key is going to open the lock, and then we're going to get the badge right there in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, and then it says we've got the UOG old school shoe accessory. So now we've got that one accessory of the 2 that we need to get, but we still have this key, and now we need to go back to the Vans World experience. So once again, you guys can use the link in the description of the video to just go back in the Vans World experience, or of course there is a teleporter here in Gucci Land. So if you end up going into Gucci Land first and you get those 5 items, that's fine. You can go into Vans World second and then unlock the stuff there. So there's really no particular order that you have to go in to get all 10 of these items. Just as long as you get all 10 of them, you will eventually get the key. So now we're here in Vans World, and then as soon as you spawn, you can see right there on the right side of the screen, we've got the box, we interact with it, we've got our badge right there, and then we're gonna have that item in our inventory. So that's how you get those 2 items here for free today. If you guys are new here, I would love to have you subscribe and hit that notification bell so I can let you know about other free items and UGC and limited UGC items that are coming out here in the future. And thanks for watching, guys. We'll talk to you later.